I am saying in the history of Iran, I am the only one traveler, only one foreigner who just spent his all approximately 45 days on vegetarian food.
Because we had this experience, then I never forget those days where were a bit stressful for us. Even Iran is doing something about it, about this problem that we cannot transfer money from some countries. But Iran is thinking about a solution, but for just India, like China, this kind of country.
तो मेरे और उसका मैं पूरा ब्लेम दूंगा. I want to blame the YouTubers the travel bloggers who just give misinformation. तो भाई ये information आप सबके लिए है. बहुत अभिनंदन है दोस्तों आपका फिर से चैनल में. मेरा नाम दिवाकर है और मेरे साथ हैं हिंदुस्तान की सबसे चहेती बहुरानी फाइजा.
Namaste family, मेरा नाम Faiza and I'm very much happy to not say but to talk. I'm very much happy to what? I'm very much happy that I am here in this new video with Diwakar. So
तो दोस्तों सबसे पहले मैं कहना चाहूँगा गुरुदेव का आशीर्वाद आप सभी पर बना रहे, ईश्वर का आशीर्वाद आप सभी पर बना रहे, ऐसी मेरी और फायजा की दोनों की कामना है. तो दोस्तों जैसे कि आपने थंबनेल से पहचान लिया है कि ये वीडियो जो है वो ईरान के बारे में होने वाली है कि किस तरह मैं और फायजा, ये क्या है, व्हाट इज दैट?
tangerine.
ओके अच्छा दोस्तों ऑरेंज को संतरा ही कहते हैं पर्शियन में. तो ओके आई शुड कंटिन्यू. तो दोस्तों जैसे कि आपको पता है ये वीडियो है एक बेसिकली एक इंफॉर्मेशन देने के लिए है कि अगर कोई भी ईरान जा रहा है तो उसको इस चीज़ का ध्यान रखना होगा. लेकिन ऐसा मैं क्यों बोल रहा हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे साथ और फायजा के साथ कुछ ऐसी चीज़ें हुई थी जिसकी वजह से हम दोनों फंस गए थे ईरान के अंदर. और वो क्यों फंसे थे, क्योंकि कुछ ऐसे यूट्यूबर्स हैं, दे आर सम यूट्यूबर्स हु आर ट्रैवल ब्लॉगर्स, वो सब ट्रैवल ब्लॉगिंग करते हैं. और ईरान जाने से पहले जाहिर सी बात है आप कहीं भी जाएंगे घूमने के लिए तो आप आते हैं यूट्यूब पे, उस वीडियो को देखते हैं, उस जगह को देखते हैं और जो ट्रैवल ब्लॉगर्स होते हैं जो वहाँ जा चुके होते हैं उन सबसे कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन गेट करते हैं. तो वही चीज़ मैंने करी थी. सेम थिंग आई डू. आई वॉच सम वीडियोज ऑफ ट्रैवल ब्लॉगर्स एंड आई गेट अंडरस्टूड दैट which things I should be taken with myself and how much money I should be taken with myself when I go to Iran. तो ये चीज़ हुई थी. तो मैंने ऐसे बहुत सारे ट्रैवल ब्लॉगर्स की देखी थी और सभी से मुझे एक चीज़ पता लगी थी. all of them, not just one, all of them had said the same thing, that Iran is cheaper, is very cheaper, that you don't need that much amount of money. आपको इतने ज़्यादा पैसे ले जाने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, आप थोड़े से पैसे ले जाओ और आप महीने भर रह लोगे. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा मिसकंसेप्शन था, एक बहुत बड़े मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन थी जो यूट्यूब पे मिल रही थी ट्रैवल ब्लॉगर्स से. अब मुझे पता नहीं यार वो किस सेंस में दे रहे थे. मेरा एक्सपीरियंस तो बहुत ही बेकार रहा इस चीज़ को लेके, बिकॉज व्हेन आई कम I just took around $250 with myself. बिकॉज मैंने जितनी वीडियोस देखी थी सब में इतना बताया था कि एक महीने के लिए आपको $200 इनफ होंगे. दे सेड टू मी दैट $200 इज इनफ फॉर यू. तो so I did $200 with myself and I just exchanged it and उसके बाद क्या हुआ, उसके बाद भाई मैं फंस गया बहुत बुरी तरीके से, क्योंकि मेरे पैसे सिर्फ एक हफ्ते में खत्म हो गए थे. right?
Yes.
Just in 7 days we just yeah.
I want to say that even before you wanted to come, we I and the worker both of us, we were just saying that okay, we have to check the videos in which I was even saying to him that okay, go and check those kind of videos in which the tourists come Iran and see what they bring with what they brought with themselves to Iran, what they just how much money they had. So he really did that, but.
Yeah.
But it was not. There was nothing like that. Like even as the worker said, the amount of money that he had, it was only just for around about 7 or 8 days, huh? Like that.
Yeah, of course, it's just finished in
Yeah.
that days. And we get in we are in very much trouble, like we
Yeah,
both are
very
thinking that because जब मैं गया वहाँ पे, when I came there, when I arrived in Iran, so I haven't met Faiza's family. If Faiza's father came, so I can say to him to borrow some money, but because I Faiza took me after that, because Faiza came to Tehran, then we go from Tehran to Hamadan. तो हमारे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं था कि हम किसी से भी कह सकते थे. तो क्या हुआ वहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा, वी बोथ आर गेट इनटू वेरी मच ट्रबल दैट आई हैव टू स्टे फॉर 45 days approximately. How can I just spend all of these days with this little amount? तो मेरे और उसका मैं पूरा ब्लेम दूंगा. आई वांट टू ब्लेम द यूट्यूबर्स हु द ट्रैवल ब्लॉगर्स हु जस्ट गिव मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन. तो भाई ये इन्फॉर्मेशन आप सबके लिए है. अगर कोई भी ईरान को समझता है, if anyone think that Iran is a cheaper country, so it is absolutely wrong. It is absolutely wrong. It is a misinformation.
I am not aware of the current amount of rupee. Like every rupee is how much to mon? How many to mon? Right now. I think around about
500 to mon.
500. I just thought that.
Yeah, 1 rupee is equal to 500 to
because
mon.
The last thing that I heard, I'm not, I don't know anything right now, but the last time that I've heard it just arrived to 600 to mon. Okay, so I think it increased. So there is nothing like a big difference between these two currency. Okay, so don't think like this that okay, if we come to Iran, it is cheaper. Yeah, somehow it is cheaper, but not in the way that you think. It is very much different. Like from if we have. If we have just tuman and dollar, yes, those people who comes from America, okay, then Iran is very much cheap for them, very much, because the difference between dollar and tuman is very much. But rupee and tuman is not that much different, just a bit.
I just want to add one thing. तो that tuman, दोस्तों tuman जो है वो इरानियन करेंसी है. बेसिकली अगर आप देखेंगे दैट यू सी इन द इंटरनेट, सो कभी भी टुमान नहीं आएगा. टुमान नेवर केम एंड देयर इज नो एनी कैलकुलेटर ऑन इंटरनेट हु कैन कैलकुलेट रुपी इनटू टुमान और डॉलर इनटू टुमान. इट जस्ट इरानियन रियाल केम, right? Just Iranian rial came, but the actual currency is tuman. ईरान की actual currency tuman है, जो कि जब मैंने देखा था तो 1 रुपए की कॉस्ट 500 tuman थी और $1 की कॉस्ट 50,000 tuman. $1 is equal to 50,000 tuman and 1 rupee is equal to 500 tuman.
Yeah, so the common currency.
That is what I see.
The common currency in Iran is tuman. Okay, but and even if you want to know about tuman and rial, look, for example, 10,000 tuman is equal to 1,000 is equal to 100,000 rial. Just so the difference is only it's only a zero. Like rial is a zero more than tuman.
Yeah. तो दोस्तों रियाल में, इरानियन रियाल में क्या होता है, जो करेंसी है, मान लीजिए 1,000 करेंसी लिखी हुई है, तो जो लास्ट का जीरो है ना, वो टुमान्स में कैलकुलेट नहीं होता, वो 100 रुपये कैलकुलेट होगा. तो इस तरीके से वो टुमान को कैलकुलेट करते हैं. इवन इट्स वेरी मच डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी टू कैलकुलेट रुपीज़ इंटू टुमान एंड डॉलर्स इंटू टुमान. तो मुझे वो चीज़ वहाँ बहुत ज़्यादा एक प्रॉब्लम हुई, बहुत ही ज़्यादा. आई एम इनटू वेरी मच ट्रबल बिकॉज माई मनी इज ऑलमोस्ट डन. And I borrow some money from Hafiz and from Asan. Remember, they just give us money, and after that I arrange. And even though I have money in my account, but I couldn't exchange it because I don't have hard cash.
And even the other big problem that we had is that we couldn't, like, the exchanging money was not that much easy. And even we couldn't, like, the worker.
Yeah, right.
Okay, the worker had his account. Okay, but the problem was that he couldn't transfer the amount of money that he wanted to my card. The problem was that even Iran, I don't know if you are aware of it or not, but Iran is doing something about it, about this problem that we cannot transfer money from some countries. But Iran is thinking about a solution, but for just India, like China, this kind of country. And so even they are
Yeah, friends
thinking about
country.
a solution. Yes.
Yeah.
Even me and your father was go to bank, and we just try to exchange, but bank
Yeah.
said that because of the US sanction there is no SWIFT.
Yeah.
Actually the SWIFT is kind of a gateway through which you can do international payments. तो दोस्तों उन लोगों को मैं बता देता हूँ, स्विफ्ट एक पेमेंट गेटवे है जो दो देशों के बीच में रहता है, कि जैसे अमेरिका से जो है पैसे डाले तो वो डायरेक्ट आपके बैंक में नहीं आएंगे, वो पहले स्विफ्ट में जाएंगे और स्विफ्ट से कन्वर्ट होके फिर आपके अकाउंट में आएंगे। सेम ऐसे हर कंट्री में होता है, बट बिकॉज ऑफ यूएस सैंक्शन, क्योंकि अमेरिका ने यूएस ने सैंक्शन लगा रखा है ईरान पे, तो स्विफ्ट जो है वो बैन है। अमेरिका में भी सॉरी ईरान में भी बैन है और रशिया में भी बैन है, स्विफ्ट दोनों जगह बैन है। तो इसकी वजह से आप जो है अपनी जो मनी है ना वो ट्रांजेक्शन इंडिया से ईरान, तो आप भूल जाओ, इंडिया से ईरान तो जा ही नहीं सकता पैसा, बहुत मुश्किल है। So now we come on the point. So we just give the information that look, don't think that Iran is a cheaper country first of all for Indians. ये इतनी ज़्यादा चीप नहीं है जितनी ज़्यादा आप सोचते हो, इतनी ज़्यादा सस्ती नहीं है जितनी
Yeah,
ज़्यादा
there is
आप
nothing
सोचते हो,
like a
जितनी ज़्यादा
big
ट्रैवल
difference
ब्लॉगर्स
here.
बताते हैं। ये एक बहुत बड़ा मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन और मिसकंसेप्शन है। तो now Faiza, you just explain about this thing, that if somebody is come to Iran, or if somebody is thinking to visit Iran, how much money they should have in their pocket, and what are the charges of staying, food and all of that, so we can give some information to our family.
The only thing that I can say is that even I cannot say to you that how much money you have to bring with yourself, because it has some reason why I'm saying this. One of the reason is that Iran, this thing. Iran, how can I say, and so every day the cost, the prices. I mean, the prices just change and change. So I cannot say anything
No.
absolute.
Yeah,
But
no, okay, and it's about that big, like it's kind of like a big amount. Like you had something that in this amount a person can stay and eat and easily can travel anywhere. So
I
it is
can
kind of
estimate
like
it, but I
what we
cannot
call
say it
mota
like
mota paisa
I
कितना।
cannot. I am, because of that I am saying it. I can only estimate, okay, and but like depend all this thing, like all the money that you wanna have with yourself, bring with yourself. It is dependent on some things. The first thing is that, okay, for how many days you wanna stay in Iran. The other thing is that, okay, what purposes you have, like you want to do what in Iran, okay. The third thing is that, okay, with what kind of facilities, with what kind of equipment you feel comfortable, because individual, like from individual to other individual, this factor is different. So I cannot say any kind of absolute things because of all this thing. But if you can,
Okay, so
because you have the experience, you
now
can
I know that
guide them.
it's very difficult to just calculate a specific amount, but according to my experience, like
Yeah,
you see
say to
that
your
how I
experience.
stay and how I eat, according to that experience, we should calculate and we should estimate a particular specific amount for a person who came to travel. Of course, a person who is coming from India to Iran is just coming for travel. That's it. There is no other motive of him or her.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we calculate for like if you stay for 5 days in Tehran, how much money the person should have for
In
5 days
Tehran,
in Tehran?
it is very much like because Tehran is the capital of Iran, so the prices are very much okay. It is different from Hamadan, but some, like most of the places are like this. But in some places, it is like it is the Hamadan, and so for 5 days, I have to say, for 5 days, like, do you remember that time that I myself we just had I just reserved a place for you, okay? So I think it was just for 2 days. Yeah, it was for 2 days.
Yeah, right.
For 2 days.
But that is a very, yeah, that is a suite. That is a suite.
Yeah,
That is not a hotel.
there was a suite,
It's-
but even that suite was not like in a high level. But we paid a lot.
Yeah.
We paid a lot. In comparison to other places, even I came to this conclusion that okay, if I wanted to pay this much money, why I choose this place, you know? Because even that person, be careful about the people. Some people are not reliable. Okay. Let me say it in Tuman, okay? I don't know the rupee. So in Tuman, if you want to stay, you need for just staying, not for eating, not for drinking, for just staying, you need at least round about 6 million Tuman. No.
6 million is around $50, right?
I calculated, I don't know.
Yeah, it's $50. तो आपके पास एक शहर में रहने के लिए कम से कम अगर आप 5 दिन रुक रहे हो ना तेहरान के अंदर, तो आपके पास 4 से 5 हज़ार रुपये होने चाहिए, ओके, विच इज़ अप्रॉक्सीमेटली $50. तो इतना पैसा आपके पास होना चाहिए. फायजा इज़ नॉट द वन हु इज़ traveling like I travel in some another way, because the experience of mine is something different. Okay, I know the estimate. So आज मैं आपको बताता हूँ, शायद वो ना बता पाए. तो दोस्तों, मैं जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस रहा है ना, वो रहा है कि because for staying there are many options like hotels, hostels,
Hostels.
and
Some residential places are
dormitories.
suites. Yeah.
Yeah, there are 3 options. Yeah, rather you can you have money, a lot of money, you can stay in hotel, and if you don't, if you are in very much budget friendly, you can stay in hostel. There are hostel available everywhere,
Yeah,
and
everywhere.
the hostel rent is around $10. I think $10 per night. Yeah, $10 per night. But if you know someone who is Iranian, so it came to the $7, approximately $10 to $7 fluctuate in that. So for that hostel, and dormitory is very much cheaper, but you can't find dormitory. To find dormitory is very much hard. So I suggest you to stay in hostel to
Yeah,
get budget
hostel is
friendly.
very much.
And the most cheaper thing in Iran is travel. You know, traveling from public transport is very much cheaper.
Yeah,
You can download a taxi application which is called Snap. So through that you can go very much like in very cheap way. That application is very much good. So according to my experience, these 2 things is cheap if you go for hostel, and if you go for public transport. And the food, because I'm a vegetarian, I have very much issue with that. But if you are
let me say it. At first, he talked about those that kind of online car booking. Yeah, what we call it? Okay, so that online application, even the worker, I don't know if you're noticing or not, but even that thing is not cheap. It is normal, but because unfortunately we have a lot of people who just wants to deceive us, okay, and receive more money. The worker thinks that okay, they are cheaper, but even Snap is normal. And sometimes we say that okay, how much that we just we spend a lot on it. Sometimes even this kind of thing happens, okay, but normally, yeah, it is usually it is normal. It is normal, but we cannot say cheap. But because you had a lot of people who wants to receive more and more money, you are saying this thing. And about vegetarian food, unfortunately, everybody knows this thing that Iran is not that much good in vegetarian food at all. It is not that much rich in this case at all, because most of the Iranian food are with meat. Like I can say almost all of them. Yeah, in Tehran we have some. Even I don't know about the quantity of those Indian restaurants, but there are at least 2 Indian restaurants, I think, and most of more than that, I think we have Korean restaurants in Tehran, but not in other cities of Iran. If we in Hamadan, we don't have any kind of Indian restaurant. We don't. Just nothing. So be careful about all this thing. Estimate all this thing based on the facts. I don't know why those YouTubers said this thing, but maybe the time that they traveled was
right.
it was very much like okay, very much years ago, because and Iran is a country that when you sleep and when you get up, the cost and the price have changed. It is really like this. And prices of most of the things change, or some things, and so even there is another guess, maybe they hitchhiking a lot, huh? They hitchhike a lot, maybe, because even hitchhiking, so we pay nothing, and you want to go this place, that place, so we pay nothing, so
hitchhiking is something is like optional, like no, everybody is not doing hitchhiking. Some people do hitchhiking.
Yeah. Even Iranian people are not. I think this culture of hitchhiking is not that much in Iran. It is not like that. So it is not like this that you expect that everybody except there are just I can say there are just not a few. There are just few people who accept hitchhiking. I myself haven't seen. So.
Okay, so we are talking about the food, and what is the cost of of food for one day meal? What do you think?
If you want to have your 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, approximately I can say that you have to pay. I am just saying it. I am estimating it. It is around about we can say. At least you have to have 400,000 tuman, I think.
Approximately $10, right?
$10 is very much. Oh yes. Yeah, but approximately like I think $8, huh? $8, and even I can say some low amount. But if you want a good quality, at least you have this amount. At least you have to have this amount of money. Good quality of food,
So
because the quality of food is different.
So if we say in very much large way, like मोटा मोटा बता देता हूँ आपको, $15 आपके पास per day होने चाहिए. $15 you have per day to spend. If you want to just have a good food, have a good stay, and have you go here and there, so $15 for one day in Tehran. And अगर आप इस हिसाब से कैलकुलेट करें, so now I came on the conclusion that how much amount you need for 1 month. So according to my experience, मेरे experience के according मैं आपको बता देता हूँ, कम से कम आपके पास $500 होने चाहिए.
The worker, I think that for 1 month you have to really, I am really serious. But the worker, even because you come here to do some other thing more than traveling, so this is different for you, okay? But I think for the worker, like he should have had around about 25 million tuman, I think, for more than 1 month. Yeah.
So दोस्तों जो मैंने अमाउंट स्पेंड किया था वो मैं आपको मोटा मोटा बता रहा हूँ, $400 या $450 इसी के बीच में मेरा पैसा खर्च हुआ था वहाँ पर. तो मैं आपको सजेस्ट करूँगा, बिकॉज इफ somebody is going to Iran, of course he's going for travel, and he want to go to the various cities like Tehran and another cities. He want to travel a lot, he want to stay, and he want to meet the people. तो भाई आपके पास मैं आपको सच बताता हूँ,
at least 50 million tuman. If you want to travel everywhere, it is very much like.
तो भाई आपके पास कम से कम $700 होने चाहिए. You must have in your pocket $700. यानी 50,000 रुपये आपकी जेब में होने चाहिए. 50,000 रुपये आपकी जेब में होने चाहिए. $700, जो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस कहता है. और अगर 50,000 में से आपके पास बच जाता है तो वो आपका है, लेकिन अगर आप इतने रुपए लेके चलोगे ना तो आप बिल्कुल निश्चिंत हो जाओगे. यू आर वेरी मच फ्री एंड रिलैक्स दैट यू हैड अ मनी दैट मच दैट यू कैन स्पेंड ऑल द 1 month.
I wanted to say that if you like about the food, please be very much careful, because the worker he couldn't eat so many things, and he really lost so many weights, not so many weights, but he lost weights. He lost some weights, okay. He become a bit weak, really. You could feel this thing. If you had been here, you could have easily seen this thing and felt this, that okay, he become weak, really. And so only if you are very much like you are into making things, making food and cooking, come to Iran, please, because I told you Iran is not that much good in providing you with vegetarian food at all. Everybody knows that Iran is big in this thing. They are right now
And you know
currently
what?
they are like some efforts are getting done. But
I think I am the first tourist in all over Iran who is came as vegetarian. I can bet that because somebody is coming to Iran, they should this thing in their mind that they don't get vegetarian.
yes.
आई एम द ओनली वन, आई एम द ओनली वन. और ये बात मैं सच कह रहा हूँ कि मैं अकेला ऐसा एक जो था फॉरेनर था जो कि वेजिटेरियन फूड, 1 महीना उसने अपने वेजिटेरियन फूड पे काट दिया.
And you know what
And ये आपने कहीं नहीं सुना.
And sorry, I just
See?
interrupted that. Sorry for that. I wanted to say this thing. Even I myself, what I did, Tuesdays that I made something, I cooked something. I cooked some Iranian food, but I just omit the meat in that, you know. So because every Iranian food is like this, only up to here, that you don't like, it is cold.
Yeah.
It is cool. It is a mix of some vegetables and walnut and raisin and yogurt and bread and water. I like it a lot. Okay, and even we can add some garlic. Okay, so only that, and even because the worker does not like to eat egg. Okay, at this now he does not like this thing. He has reason. So even we have some food, Iranian food, that they don't have meat, but they have egg. So even this thing made the situation much harder.
So दोस्तों क्या मैं अकेला ऐसा ट्रैवलर था? मैं अभी तक हिस्ट्री में बता रहा हूँ. आई एम सेइंग इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ ईरान आई एम द ओनली वन traveler, only one foreigner who just spent his all approximately 45 days on vegetarian food. That can I written on the blank paper. So मैं आपको क्या information देना चाहता हूँ? तो information I want to give is that don't get into the things of travel bloggers that they said that Iran is cheaper. Iran is not cheaper country. You should have $700 in your pocket if you stay in Iran for 1 month, and if you have $700 which is around 50,000 rupees, you were very much relaxed. तो ये वीडियो उसी के बारे में थी कि मैं जैसे फंस गया था. मी एंड फाइजा इज जस्ट गेट इन ट्रैवल बिकॉज ऑफ दिस थिंग. आई डोंट वांट that any one of you get in trouble because of that money thing, because of this amount thing. So ये information आपके लिए थी और उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो. Faiza, you want to say something to the family?
No, just as the worker said to you, because we had this experience, then I never forget those days where were a bit stressful for us, even in particular for the worker. And I myself was very much like concerned about him, because even I was not in the situation that I said to the worker that okay, come to our house, because my family, you know all this thing, I don't want to begin it. So we didn't have a situation that I invited him to our house. And so then we just made this video to for you, that just like us, you don't face any kind of trouble. And hope you have a good day. Bye.
तो दोस्तों उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो। कोई भी आपका क्वेश्चन है तो आप कमेंट में बता सकते हैं, क्वेश्चन बताइएगा, मैं ज़रूर उसका जवाब दूंगा। और ओम नमो नारायण।